Hello everyone, welcome to TrainHR's live webinar on Project Management Essentials. My name is Kiara and I'm going to be your host for today's session. On behalf of the TrainHR team, I would like to thank all of you for being part of this event. Today's webinar will be presented by Chris Devani. Chris Devani is the founder and president of Pinnacle Performance Improvement Worldwide, a firm which focuses on management and organization development. Pinnacle's clients include global organizations such as Visa International, Cadence Design Systems, Coca-Cola, Sprint, Microsoft, Aviva Insurance, and other 500 other organizations in 22 countries. He has consulted to government agencies from the United States, the Royal Government of Saudi Arabia, Canada, Cayman Islands, and the United Kingdom. He has published numerous articles in the fields of surviving mergers and acquisitions, surviving change, project management, sales, team building, leadership, ethics, customer service, and work-life balance in publications ranging from performance in practice to customer service management. His book, 90 Days to a High-Performance Team, published by McGraw-Hill and often accompanied by in-person facilitated instructions, has helped and continues to help thousands of executives, managers, and team leaders improve performance. We are honored to have Chris with us to present the webinar today. Before we begin the webinar, I would like to intimate that the program is outlined for 90 minutes duration. Firstly, Chris will explain about the areas that would be covered, and then he would share with you his presentation. We would also like to intimate that all the participants, once part of the teleconference, have been placed on mute and will remain so until the Q&A begins towards the end of the webinar. We also request all of you to hold back your questions until the Q&A window begins. 10 minutes of the time will be allotted for the Q&A, during which your questions will be answered. If for any reason you get logged out of this training session or teleconference, please follow the same procedure to join in again. Now that we are all ready to start, I request Chris to take it from here. Chris?
Kiara, thank you very much, and greetings, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We have a lot of content to get to, so we're going to dive right in. So let's focus on our 4 key learning objectives today, and these are to help you manage projects consistently, to raise awareness to the process of project management, to acquire and or enhance your project management skills, and to increase your communication skills. So why should we engage in project management? Well, for starters, it helps us save time, energy, and frustration. When we communicate with each other effectively and we're on the same page, we cut down on a lot of the misery, the miscommunication, and the time that is sometimes wasted. Another reason to engage in project management is to give our internal customers more time to be spent with our external customers. Next, project management gets our product to market faster. It improves the quality of our work lives, and effective project management helps us meet corporate goals. What is project management? I'd like to suggest the following definition, and this comes from the Product Management Book of Knowledge. I also refer everyone to the website PMI.org. That is the Project Management Institute. PMI.org is a fabulous and I think undisputed best resource for information about project management. Their publication is called PMBOK, or the Project Management Book of Knowledge, and this definition comes from that. Project management is the negotiation of commitments from specialized resources and the guidance of those resources towards specific business objectives within a wider organizational strategy. Why should we engage in project management? Well, we have more reasons, and these include the following. First, project management helps us reduce the number of tasks that could potentially be overlooked during the project. It is key, it is essential to plan ahead and to anticipate the number of tasks, the totality of the number of tasks that need to be completed throughout what we call the project life cycle. Next, project management helps us eliminate reinventing the wheel by standardizing routine project work. I've worked with a number of people in organizations who use software such as MS Project, and I know there are other very good ones out there. That's the one that I've seen most often when I ask people. I know some other people who don't use MS Project Management, but instead use it's kind of a combination of Outlook and Excel to manage their projects, and there may be other tools that you use. So whatever we do to standardize throughout our organization, and also in some cases to mirror the standard processes that some of our clients use, helps get everyone on the same page. Another reason to engage in project management is that it ensures that customer requirements are met in an efficient manner. For example, I worked with one client who was, if you will, very Apple-centric, very, you know what I mean, and I don't mind telling you I'm very PC-oriented and have been using all the Microsoft software for years and years and years. And what I did, though, and what I do periodically to accommodate clients who are more Apple focused, is to work with the software that they use. So we'll key in on that and the value of communicating effectively when we're dealing with external clients. That helps ensure we are on the same page with them. Another reason to engage in project management is it minimizes the risk of project failure. When we anticipate, when we plan our projects, and part of effective project planning includes risk management, we do our best as a team, as a project team, to anticipate before we start our project what are all the potential risks to our either meeting project milestones or to completing our project on time and on budget, and how are we going to respond to any or many of those risks if they should occur while we're in the process of carrying out our project. And then ultimately, project management helps promote teamwork and cross-functional accountability. When we have people from 3, 4, 5 different departments all working on a project together, everyone is accountable for some aspects of the project. In some cases, there is collaboration on meeting certain milestones, certain objectives, and so when we are engaged on that type of a project, it's even more important for using project management to support teamwork and cross-functional accountability. So what is a project, okay? It's a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product or service, again, from the Project Management Book of Knowledge definition. Let's take a look first at the 5 phases or 5 steps of a project life cycle. What we need to do is to plan the execution, perform the tasks, and achieve the results. So as we're planning the execution, we'll talk today about both initiating the project and planning the project. Then as we're performing the tasks or carrying out the project, we implement and we engage in and utilize certain control measures. And ultimately, to achieve the results, we will talk about what constitutes a completed project. So with no further ado, let's dive into phase 1, which is initiating the project. The 2 key important inputs in my experience, perhaps in yours, is one, has any other group in our organization conducted a project which is in any way similar to the project that we're about to undertake? And if so, what lessons did that project team or did those project teams learn that we should learn ourselves so we can apply it to our project? And then inevitably there needs to be an executive sponsor, someone key in the organization who essentially gives permission to conduct it, most likely approves the budget for the project and basically gives us the go-ahead. And that executive sponsor may have periodic involvement with us, may be the kind of executive who just says, okay, you have permission to go and run with it and get back to me when you're finished, or come back to me if you run into any roadblocks. And then there's some other executives who want to be directly involved, and in some cases will participate on the project and or help manage it. So as we're initiating the project, we want to assemble what we call our core team. Who are the key people who we need to have on our team and in what roles? We will build core team ownership. We'll talk about that in a minute. We also will conduct some preliminary planning and also validate the initiation of the project